Every time I'm recording, I have to turn on the lights. It's ridiculous. But anyways, this is not about my engine this time, this video. I just thought I needed to make some updates on what's up. Like, I will still do vlogs. It's still supposed to be a thing. Like, there's a good reason why I do these. And at the same time, it's an opportunity to just talk about important things that's on my mind. Talk about the changes that I'm going through. So, it's a filler content, but it also explains that I cannot go just do programming every single day. Now I'm currently working like 4 days a week, and I'm not sure. Here's the thing. I'm a completely different person from everyone else because I've chose something different. I've chose to live a life of a creator when everyone else is supposed to be the breeder, the other type. And seeing the breeder, there's just no way, like you can say family people. I guess that's a little bit nicer. But the breeder really emphasized the fact that you have to make children, right? So unless I can emphasize this point, I will always call them breeders. It's a little bit insulting, but that's another thing. They are that type of people that are insulting to talk with or to even be around with. It's just, they are friendly as fuck. They're always gonna try to infiltrate you into their friends group, try to get comfortable with you, and will get really upset if you don't get comfortable, because that's their goal. Their goal is not programming where you have a specialization to go for. You're gonna do programming over and over again, and you're gonna be a professional at it, or do anything else really. You can specialize in anything, but that's what makes you a creator versus a breeder, which doesn't specialize. Now, the same thing happens with women and men, where men used to specialize and the women do the opposite. They care about the moral system to make sure the morals are up to par, where they have to constantly socialize with others and make sure that they understand the rules. They can communicate the rules to the children. So women take care of those basics, and then men provide the resources, because when you specialize, you also get access to some better jobs and more resources, because you're actually providing something important to the society as a whole. But not as a breeder, obviously. As a breeder, you're still providing a lot of value. You're still having a better job. You're just not as influential to the society as a creator would, because creator chooses to ditch the family concept away. It's a huge waste of time for the creator to try make a family. It's ridiculous. Yet, every single time a person perceives me as a breeder, it wastes my time still, right? Because they will waste my time. They will misunderstand what my intentions are, and that will result in total chaos, basically. Especially what I'm gonna try to explain to them. So that's a really big thing, and I've tried to cover the creator and breeder differences before, but right now I really start to understand how ridiculous of a choice that is, how it screwed up my relationships with anyone, how I'm screwed up by not being able to make relationships, that is, as well. And then but now that I understand, like I will know how to communicate. There's a bunch of people in between who didn't make the choice either because they are expecting something else from relationships. For example, right, if most of relationships are gonna end up making a family, right? So people don't understand what relationships are supposed to be about. There are two types of relationships. You either choose to make a family or you choose to improve yourself. So it's more like a selfish type of relationship. It's very interesting because a lot of people tend to start relationships selfishly at first, and then they, oh, well, I'll just be a breeder, whatever. Other times they actually understand, or they just follow their parents. There are all kinds of approaches to these choices. Like I expect even schools themselves be divided depending on difficulty level, whether it's gonna specialize you or turn you into a breeder, or if you do choose to make a family one day, it's gonna kick you in the ass. Not only by providing you information that you don't really need, which is schools are notorious for doing, but the whole point of school is basically is like not only to it's kind of weird, like schools don't really understand what they're doing as well, but at the same time I feel like I gained a lot of experiences that are very useful for me because I knew what I wanted to do, so I just specialized in the things that were important to me, and that was kind of possible. But at the same time, there was enough noise to kind of give me an idea of how life is going to look like, right? Like life is going to be a lot of noise and problem solving. That's what life is right now as well. And I do feel like I prepared for something, and it's working. Whatever education I've gained, it's like that's the creator's education. That was it. And I am really astonished that I wasn't able to make any relationships, and I'm astonished that I'm the only creator coming out of that school, right? Where is everyone else? What are they trying to do? And most of the time, either they don't know or they're gonna make families, and it's like whatever. I'm going a different way, I guess. So that's a big deal in my head right now. Like that's what I have to deal with. On top of that, I have to solve problems like this place is really calm, but with this comes incredible amount of responsibilities. Like this place where I live in right now, it's really cold. I have to figure out how to heat things up properly. I can only heat one room. I cannot heat the water for washing machine, for example. Like that's how fucking ridiculous that is. I have to heat the water for the washing machine, possibly. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm pretty sure that may be the case, right? So like I have to have a dryer for sure. There's no way to dry my clothes without a dryer. So I bought one, and it doesn't work very well. Now I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to make it work until I have to replace it again. If it doesn't. I bought a new phone already. Now I'm aiming to buy a new laptop, and then I'll aim to just try to find a better place. Right? Like some kind of studio, some kind of one-room thing where I don't have to worry about going into a cold shower, even though I have hot water and everything, but I'm not gonna warm the shower just to have a shower. It's like, what the fuck? The room itself, you know. So that these kind of problems I'm dealing with, and they take, they distract me from what I'm trying to do. And what I'm trying to do is pretty important, because what I'm observing in the world, like, yeah, I will probably never gonna achieve anything special, but I can achieve something like what Minecraft did. And this is why I want to beat Minecraft. For above all the things else, Minecraft just made it simple to enter the gaming community. That's the coolest part about it. But there are so many more reasons to beat Minecraft. Just the impact that he had. So these are the thoughts for now. Like, this is really big. The breeder creator thing is really big, and I am glad to, like, if you understood the content of this video, it's like this is also a choice for everyone else, including the person watching. So and if you decide to be a creator, it's like we have to find our place right now. We have to start organizing and making sure that people make this choice, making sure that we connect with people who have made the same choice of not making families, very likely not to make families. Like, this is not a certainty. This is not 100%. You cannot have it, but you can make a decision to work a certain direction, and this is what's splitting a lot of people and wasting a lot of time. So that's what I'm thinking. Alright, see you guys. Again, I'll have 2 days of work, and I'll just try to order food, but I'm not sure if I even can. Like, there's another thing, I'm trying to order foods as well as I'm grocery shopping, simply because it's a lot easier to put something for work, or it becomes a lot simpler, right? If you order food, it's what they are specialized at, so they will deliver it for you. Everything is great on that front. It's slightly more expensive, but like, these expenses are totally justifiable. If you don't want to go outside sometimes, it's totally justifiable to just do that. So the only problem with it is that most takeaway, places open up only too late, right? It's like 5 p.m. or something when I have to go to work. It's like totally inconvenient. But there are a few places which I cannot find very easily that happen to open at 12 p.m. But right now, when I checked, I can't order anything. It says I have to check the opening times, which just confused me even more, because they're supposed to be open. Anyways, there's a lot of issues, and I bet everyone else having some interesting lives, but yeah, I don't really encounter that on the internet, and I cannot talk with anyone like deeply talk about life, nor am I prepared to make such conversation yet. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's complicated. Let's get the fuck out of here already. See you guys.